social behavior is the essence that makes human society possible. That is very important to understand the neurobiology of social behavior if we want to understand how human society works.
If you think about it, being able to navigate our social world is almost as important as eating and drinking and our basic physiological functions. We have to be able to interpret the intent and actions of others and be able to get along with others. Many psychiatric disorders have dysfunctions in social behavior. So, if we can gain insights into the circuitry and the neurochemistry behind that, we may be able to actually treat some of these disorders like autism.
Neurobiology has been developing so fast, and many tools became available that allows us to examine this complicated behavior at the level of molecular and cellular aspects. Many optogenetic tools, also next generation tools that will really allow examining the function of some molecules in specific behavior.
And we know that pair bonding involves molecules like oxytocin, which functions in the brain in specific neural circuits, and it also links it into the reward system so that the partner becomes inherently rewarding. And now that we're learning more and more about how oxytocin is acting to, facilitate the flow of information across the brain. Oxytocin is almost like the grease of the social brain that helps the flow of information from the olfactory bulbs in rodents to hippocampus where memories are formed, and then to the reward system where, it's like we become addicted to our partner, basically.
fMRI studies shows some brain circuits that are involved in empathy. So in this case, more specifically, observational fear. When you watch a video of somebody who is suffering from pain, you feel the pain and your brain responds to it.
I think we're getting closer and closer to coming up with better ideas of being able to tweak the social systems. It may be that we will be able to manipulate the oxytocin system and make social cues more salient so that people with autism will look into the eyes of others. They will be able to read emotions of others. Intranasal oxytocin is being tested in people with autism and children with autism from ages 3 to 5. So it's being tested all around the world. And it's important to know that this idea came from studies in mice and in voles where oxytocin was shown to create this bond between mothers and babies and social recognition, the ability to remember others. And from that animal work has grown out now, this idea that maybe you can use this endogenous molecule to help, really to activate the social brain, the circuitry that makes social cues salient. And that might be useful in treating autism. And I really do think that that is a direction that is going to be fruitful in the future.
Since we know which circuit is involved, how those circuits are interacting, and what kind of important signaling molecules are required for those specific circuit function, and that really leads to the future development of the way to manipulate or support those systems so that, for example, some patient is defective in certain circuit, then we can support those circuits by the scientific approach. I think that's the future direction.
When I've told people about this conference and they see the speaker lineup, so many people are very enthusiastic about coming. And many of these are young, students and postdocs and young faculty that are just sort of launching a career in social neuroscience or circuit level kind of stuff. And that's going to be the future of social neuroscience. And so many people that are studying reward mechanisms that used to study addiction are now coming to social behavior and seeing how, social interactions affect reward systems. So many people studying, memories in the hippocampus. Now, how do their social memories get formed? And that's something that we'll highlight at this symposium.
And for classical social neuroscientists, they will have a big chance to learn novel approach, new technologies. Those interactions will be really fruitful. That was one of the important objectives we had in mind when we
Yeah, yeah.
organized this symposium.